What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Sam's, and this is New Year's. It's the end of the year. We've made it. We finally made it, y'all. The end of the year, 2017, is in the books. But I'm here to talk about what a spectacular year we had in comic book movies. But by the way, my Christmas was awesome. I love my Christmas. But as you can tell, I'm not here to talk about my Christmas. I'm here to talk about 2017, the top 6 comic book movies that dropped 2017 according to your boy C Sam's. So, to go down the list, we had Logan, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Wonder Woman, Thor Ragnarok, and of course, Justice League. Yeah, what a way to end the year. Anyway, we're going to talk about the top 6 movies according to your boy C Sam's of 2017. So, I like to start from the bad to the best. I like to end things on a good note. So let's talk about the worst. According to your boy C Sam's, the worst comic book movie of this year was definitely Justice League. Justice League had all the cards in their favor. DC owns all of their characters. They had a pretty rocky start, but they had a way to justify everything had they just stick to the script that they originally started in Man of Steel. Unfortunately, DC does not really care about that stuff, and according to a lot of rumors and stuff like that, DC looked like they kind of pushed this movie out just so that they could make their bonuses for some of the top people. I don't know how much of that is true. I really don't care if any of that is true. The point is, they gave us a movie that was just crap. When you look at this movie compared to the Avengers that came out 5 years ago, the movie pales in comparison. The movie wasn't that great. The storyline was just, by the numbers. In fact, it was just, instead of a bad guy looking for 1 box, this bad guy was looking for 3 boxes. Why is there only 3 boxes? I don't know why there's only 3 boxes. And then you had Superman. They copped out and they brought Superman back in the most cheesiest way possible. It was really pathetic, if you ask me. Every time I think about this movie, the movie gets me even more upset, but I'm not going to spend all this time talking about this movie. DC's Justice League was the worst comic book movie of 2017. Now, let's move up the chain. Now, this I had to really think about this and really had to kind of justify a lot of these this next particular movie, but I have to keep it real with you. I believe the second movie, which is the bottom of the barrel, well, I don't want to say the bottom of the barrel, the 5th movie of this year, the 5th comic book movie that is going to be rated by your boy. See, it seems like I'm wasting a lot of time, right? Let me start over. Okay, the 5th movie in this year that I put on my list is gonna definitely be Wonder Woman. Now, the only reason why I'm putting Wonder Woman on this list, Wonder Woman was actually a lot higher than this list, but unfortunately, Justice League kind of dragged down everybody with it. It's very hard for me to separate Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman is part of that universe. The Wonder Woman movie was a solid movie. You had a beginning, middle, and end. It was really by the numbers. It didn't bring anything special to the overall comic book genre. It's very great to see a female-led movie, and it seems as though that the male was playing the female role and the female was playing the male role. I think that was awesome. But unfortunately, when you look at it from the spec of all the other comic book movies that came out this year, Wonder Woman was a great movie, but it wasn't the top movie. In the DC cinematic universe, however, Justice League kind of crapped the bed and brought poor Gal Gadot with them. Number 4. Now, the number 4 movie, I'm definitely going to go with Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, Spider-Man Homecoming was a pretty good movie. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. A lot of twists, a lot of turns. I love Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was probably one of the saving graces of this movie. I wasn't too much of a fan of the Iron Man, Spider-Man connection as far as the suit's concerned. At first I was like, oh, it's pretty cool, but now that I started to look at it a couple more times, I was like, I could have done away with that. But, Spider-Man was a pretty good movie. I loved how they integrated Spider-Man in the overall universe. It kind of explained why Spider-Man wasn't involved in some of these fights that was going on in New York, in the United States or whatever, because he's still a kid. So I kind of enjoyed them going that route. It's a pretty smart move on Marvel's part. Now, number 3. I was really rustling. Can you hear me? wrestling with this particular next movie. It's really between two of these movies of the MCU. But to be very honest with you, after watching Thor Ragnarok compared to Guardians of the Galaxy, it was very hard for me to choose, but the slight edge is gonna go to Guardians of the Galaxy to take the third spot. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy didn't really bring nothing really new to the franchise. However, they did touch on some deep topics and some deep discussions, and you start to get into more of the characters. You see a little bit more of Gamora and Nebula's relationship, how their relationship is so rocky, and the reason why it's so rocky. You get an idea of Yondu and Rocket Raccoon, how they are similar in so many different ways. The part that really got me and grabbed me was the part when Mantis put her hand on Drax's shoulder after he was talking about his family, and you see Drax's face. Drax's face is like stone, but you see Mantis weeping. And in the movie, she said that she could feel the emotions of other people, and for her to feel that, man, that was touching. That was real touching. So I definitely had to give them the higher edge when it comes to those other movies that came out this year. But let's go on to number 2. Number 2 was Thor Ragnarok. The only reason why Thor Ragnarok is getting that number 2 spot is because, come on, I finally got a Planet Hulk movie. It wasn't a perfect Planet Hulk movie, but I saw enough elements in the movie to make me excited. And I really enjoyed seeing where they went with this. They actually stayed and stick to the script when they destroyed Asgard. Asgard is destroyed. Wait, spoilers. Is that spoilers alert? Well, it has been out for about a month now. Oh well, it's about to be New Year, so get with the program. It is done. Ragnarok actually came true. The prophecy actually went through, and poor Asgard was destroyed. Odin is no more. It was a very sad ending to this particular franchise, but it's the ending nonetheless. I thought it was a solid ending. I thought it was a pretty fun ending, and I had to give it that 2 spot. Now, my number 1. My number 1 was probably one of the best movies ever directed in this year. Not even looking at the genres. I thought that Logan was a great movie. And the reason why I thought Logan was a great movie, we saw Hugh Jackman playing this role for 17, 18, close to 20 years, and it finally came to a fitting end. You see the ending of everything that is going on with these characters. You see the hurt and the pain that these characters are actually facing. Do you hear that in the background? I'm watching Logan right now. I had to watch Logan, and the reason why I had to watch Logan again, because the movie was just that great. I enjoyed every moment of Logan. I enjoyed every moment of the movie. It was a sad end to see Logan die. It was a sad end to see Professor X die, and the way that they went about doing this, there was a lot of subtitles, there was a lot of hidden stuff, but nonetheless, it was a very sad movie. It was really touching. It caught me by the heartstrings, and we saw the end of the X-Men franchise as far as the franchise player, which is Wolverine. Now, whoever steps into the shoes of Wolverine in the new MCU, he's gonna have a big shoes to fill. But at the end of the day, I thought that this was a great end to the movie, and the one part of the movie that really got me was at the very end when Wolverine was holding on to X-23, her hand, as he was dying. Goes back to the Wolverine movie, the second Wolverine movie, where the chick says, "I saw the future of your death and you was holding your heart in your hand, and his heart is X-23. Wasn't at first, but now it is." It was very touching, it was beautiful, and I thought that it was a great way to send off this particular character. In fact, I got a couple of movies that I got during Black Friday, and 3 of those movies are definitely on my mantle because they were that great. So, that was pretty much it. Once again, this is your boy C. Samson. Let's go through that list one quick time. The worst movie was Justice League. On top of that, Wonder Woman. Unfortunately, Wonder Woman would have been much higher if Justice League did not exist. But unfortunately, Justice League exists, brought Wonder Woman down with it. The 4th movie on that list is definitely Spider-Man Homecoming. The next movie that we're looking at is Guardians of the Galaxy. The second to the top is definitely Thor Ragnarok, and the number 1 movie this year, according to your boy C. Sams, is Logan. So if you want to disagree, you're free to disagree. Absolutely. If you want to agree, you're free to agree as well. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow the kid. We're all over the place. Next year is going to be a big year. We got a lot of big movies coming out. Unfortunately, we don't got no DC movies coming out until the end of the year, but we have a lot of movies that's going to be filled this year, especially Infinity War is coming out. get excited, folks. Once again, Happy New Year's to everybody. Thanks for joining me this year. This is your boy C Sam's. Happy New Year's. Sam's out.